Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today is Friday, September 20th. Yes, Friday, September 20th. And I am going to film a video for you guys today of me doing my weekly budget check-in for the previous week. So I have my billfold right here, which I keep my cash envelopes in that I use the most. So I have spending, gas, and groceries. These do not have trackers on the back of them. I don't put trackers on the back of my expenses envelopes just because I usually just put the receipts right in there when I'm at the store, and then I kind of check it in when I do my weekly check-ins. So I have these, which I will use, and then also my Erin Condren Deluxe Monthly Planner. I do have a referral link in the description below if you guys want to check that out. It will save you $10 on your first Erin Condren order, so that is super exciting. Zoom you in here a little bit. Okay, so if you've watched my other weekly budget videos, you kind of know what I do here. So I use this planner strictly for budgeting, nothing else. So in the monthly overview, I actually put in all of my bills, all of my paydays, and then all of these like pink, purple, and yellow stickers are my expense trackers. So I have these expense trackers. I have a few more other colors too, purple and yellow, and I use these to track all of my expenses every week, just so I can kind of see what I'm spending on gas, groceries, if I'm taking anything out of sinking funds, if I have anything that's unbudgeted, other, or my personal spending money. And then I use this little legend that I have here. It has a cute quote on the back. It just snaps right into my planner, and I just always keep that in the monthly overview so I can, it's nice because it's also kind of a page marker. I can turn right to where I need to go. So I do have every single sticker on here, as well as this tracker, the envelopes, all the things that you see here in my Etsy shop, which I will post in the description below. But we will get started here. So what I do, this is my September budget, and then this is my weekly check-in, and this is my transactions page. Now for those of you that thought my yellow pen was not very visible, which you were totally right, it's just that it went with the yellow category of gas, and it was hard for me to not do it in the same color because I do all these ones color coordinated, but I decided it would be better for you guys to actually see what I was writing. So I changed it to orange, which is a little closer to yellow, but shows up a little more visibly for you guys. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take these expenses here for this third week of September, fill them into the transactions page, and then kind of total them up over here. This is just the way I'd like to do it. You do not have to do it this way by any means. I just personally like to do it like this. Okay, so I'll get my arm out of your way. I always go to the grocery store on Mondays, and I try to only go to the grocery store one time. Now, I do have a mini budget YouTube series coming out on my channel. The first one is coming out on Monday, September 23rd, and it's just going to be 5 episodes once every week, going over different things about budgeting. And the very last video is going to be budgeting, or I guess meal planning and grocery shopping on a budget. So I'm really excited to talk about that and what I do to try to stay in my weekly budget for groceries, which is $80. So I try to only go to the grocery store one time a week. I did accomplish that this week, and I actually only spent $38, and it's just because I kind of had like a fridge and freezer and cupboard clean out. So I tried to use as much stuff that I had at home as possible and only get the necessities at the grocery store, such as milk and fresh produce, bread, you know, stuff like that. So I only spent $38 at the grocery store this week, so that was really exciting. So groceries is pink, so I'm just going to take that and go to my transactions page here. And we're just going to zoom in here. So this is where I keep track of all of my expense transactions throughout the month, not any of my bills or anything. So that was on Monday, which was the 16th, and that was $38. So the category of that was groceries. And the description, I usually always grocery shop at the same place, which is Hy-Vee. I live in the Midwest. So that is groceries for the week. Okay, I'm gonna go back here. The next expense that I have is my spending category, which right here is purple. I actually had two spendings this week. One was Wednesday. I spent $15 with Etsy. I bought some new stickers from an Etsy shop, so I will probably review those when I get them in, so that is super exciting. So that was on the 18th. So we will do 9/18. It was for $15. The category is spending. And with spending, I kind of do it on whatever. You know, if I wanted to go get my hair done or cut or eyebrows waxed or go out to eat or anything like that. Just kind of some personal spending is what I consider that one to be. And the description is Etsy. So when I say Etsy, it has nothing to do with my Etsy shop whatsoever. It's stickers that I purchased from someone else's Etsy shop. Okay, then we're going to go back because I had another spending, which was just today. I got Subway, and that was $5. So that is $9.20 for $5. Category of spending, and that description is Subway. Alright, and then I did not get so lucky with gas this week. Last week it was only $26. I kind of explained that, but I have my gas station and local grocery store kind of have a program together where if you buy groceries you get so much cents off of your per gallon of gas. So I had a lot saved on there, so I got gas for $26 when it normally is like $36 to $37. So this week, unfortunately, we went back up to what it normally is, which was $36. So again, using the orange pen so you guys can read. Oh goodness, what day was that? That was just yesterday, the 19th. So 9/19 for $36. That category was gas, and the description was I purchased that at Casey's. So we'll write that in there. So these are my current transactions for the month, so I'm doing pretty good. You know, it's already the 20th of the month, around 10 days left. I don't know. Let's see, are there 30 or 31 days? Yeah, 30 days. So around 10 days left of the month, and I don't have too many transactions, so that's a good sign. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just total these up and move them over here to my week 3. So we are going to start with groceries, and obviously I just had the one grocery transaction for $38. So for, oh, I'm kind of not starting in the right spot, that's okay. So for groceries we spent $38, and now if we just flip back to my September budget, my groceries budget for the month is $320, which if you calculate that out, it's $80 a week. So if we take that $38 minus the $80, so we're left with $42 in my I cannot think of what I'm trying to say. Oh, in my groceries envelope. So I have my receipt right here. Make sure there's nothing on it you guys can see. But right there, my total is $38. I paid with a 50. And we have 20, 30, 40, $2 left. I couldn't believe that it was a even number, no change or anything with the $38. So that never happens. So that I'm just going to put back in this envelope for when I do my cash stuffing here in just a little bit. But that's how much I have left in my groceries envelope. So I actually have decided to start taking this money here, the remaining money, and putting it towards my debt snowball at the end of the month. So rather than rolling it over like I was doing, I just put it towards my debt snowball. And I think last week I had like $36. So that was pretty exciting. I think it'll really add up at the end of the month. So it'll be exciting to see what I have in there. Okay, so next we will do spending. So I had 2 different spending transactions for a total of $20. So we're just going to go right here. So we spent $20. And if we just flip back to my September budget, we see that for spending I get $240 a month. So if you calculate that out, it's $60 a week. So we're going to do that 20 minus the 60. Hold on a second, that's not right. Yeah, that's right. So our remaining balance here is $40. It's pretty abnormal for me to have $40 left over in spending, so I'm still going to keep it at $60 budgeted for what I give myself, and then I'll just push that extra towards my debt snowball when at the end of the month. So I'm still going to leave it as $60 even though I have been having money left over in them. So if we take out spending envelope, we do have $40 left in there. Okay, so next is gas. So again, just the one transaction for $36. So $36, and with gas, I allow myself $160, which is $40 a week. So we will do this. So the remaining for gas is going to be $4. So get out my gas envelope, and we do have $4 in there. I don't keep the change in here, so I kind of just round up or round down to even dollar amounts, because obviously my spending was probably something and some change, or gas was something and some change, but I don't like to keep the change in here. I just put the change in the change part of my billfold, and that's so disgusting if you guys can see that from the copper on the pennies. Gross. Okay, so that is for that. I did not have any, there were no unbudgeted or other or sinking fund expenses this week. So I can just go ahead and mark those off. We didn't have anything there. So that is it for this part of the weekly check-in. So next week I'll come back in here. I'll add in the rest of the transactions for next week, and then what I'll do is I'll come over here, fill in week 4, and then I will add up my totals, and we'll see how much I was able to put towards my debt snowball from these rollover balances for the week. So the last thing that I do for my weekly check-ins is I come here, I'm going to make this a little more even. I come here and I see what bills I need to pay in this upcoming week. I do my budgeting on a weekly basis every Friday. So today is the 20th. So I had it's not actually a credit card, it's a loan. That was due today, so I actually had scheduled that last Friday to be taken out on the 19th. So that one's paid for. And so I'm basically looking from Saturday to Friday the 27th, and I have no bills that are due. I have a couple paydays coming in, but no bills. The next bill is not until the 29th, which is my car payment. So I don't have to go ahead, I don't have to schedule any bills for this upcoming week. So that is exciting. But that is the time that I do that, is when I do my weekly check-ins. I see what needs to be paid, and then I go online, schedule those payments to be made for the minimum payments, and I'm good to go. So that is it for me for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed but like what you saw, I would love to have you guys as a subscriber. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!